51% of the families are single-parent families. Many American sociologists expect that by 2030, America will have a criminal population of almost 25 million. These problems are unaddressable within the confines of modernity. But we have been able to handle modernity. We wear our dress, we are modern. We go back home, we are traditional. We have been able to give a new meaning to modernity. We can handle the modern world without being modern. This is the civilizational resource of India. This is the social capital. That you don't feel alienated from the world. You don't hate the world for what they are. But you can still handle them. This is the philosophic tradition of this country, of not tolerance, but accepting different ways of life. We require study groups. We are very intelligent people. It is difficult to assemble these people. That is what IIT does. It is difficult to assemble all of you in a place without IIT. But don't think this classroom is going to teach you everything. This provides you the context to know things. It doesn't provide the text. We must seek out the text elsewhere. That's where I think some kind of this, we arranged 29 lectures in Coimbatore, where we made the performers, the 5th class, 6th class studied people who have performed, made machines, made exports, and taught them to professionals, academicians, and IAS officers. It was a hugely different program. Otherwise, the performers come and listen to all these people wearing suit, coat, everything, and they go away thinking they know better. But it is the performers who know everything. These fellows keep on making policies, you should not do this. They know what the problems are on the ground. You ask the people running 43.2 million non-farming enterprises, how many problems they have with the government? So my thing is, unless there is a total change in the mindset, when you change, when you want to change, the change is needed here. And there these brilliant minds can work, provided you have that empathy for India. This civilization has not disturbed anyone. It has been a subject of disturbance. It has not invaded anyone. It has been a subject of invasion. It has not exploited anyone. It may have exploited with him. It never went out and exploited. But have we got that respect for this society? Respect for its traditions, culture, civilization? This is a matter for a debate. You need not accept what I say. But this is a question I raise. The best minds will have to understand it. You go and quote Milton to America. They don't want it. They want you to quote something from your literature, some Kambaramayana, some Kabir. You know nothing. You become the carbon copies of the West. How will they respect you as someone with some understanding? The blame was laid at the feet of Japan. They didn't know English. They didn't want to know English. You know, there is a beautiful book. I forget the name of the author, in which there is a candlestick model of analyzing stock market. This originated in Japan. When a businessman was looking at these candlesticks charts, an American scholar, he asked him, is it candlesticks? He said, do you know about it? He said, yes. How did you come to know about it? No, I was talking to some Japanese and he told me about it. He said, I'm surprised. Because for 20 years we have kept this candlestick model safe in Japanese language. You must understand. When you learn others' language, you must know about them. And it is not to forget about yourself. So I think it's a huge question I am raising. I am competent to raise this question only because I have been part of you. I can understand you. I can understand the modern India, English educated India, the business India, professional India, the media India. God provided me tremendous amount of opportunities to be familiar with, empathize, understand, disagree without hate. With that experience I am raising this question, a very profound question I am raising, that you must all have open mind to understand India, not to neglect, write off India, not to glorify civilizations which have come and gone, as Swami Vivekananda said, like ripples on the face of the waters. And you must understand the American economic system has all, financial system has all but collapsed. You need note the date and the time, and when it is announced, you believe me, in 1995 I wrote about this. In fact, many hedge funds in the world are asking me, how did you write this? I said, very simple. I took the people to be stable and institution to be transitory. You took the institutions to be stable and people to be transitory. And that's the difference. Thank you very much for all the patient hearing.
Thank you, sir, for that thought-provoking speech. I'm sure your thoughts on change, evolve, sustain, learning from the society, people as an asset, and an ethics-based society enlightened the audience and gave us fresh food for thought for a long time to come. I now request Sudhanshu to present a memento to Mr. Gurumurthy. Thank you, Sudhanshu. Ladies and gentlemen, like all good things that come to an end, we have reached the end of this session of Alankar. I would like to thank our speakers for taking the time out of their busy schedule and being with us today. I would also like to thank the audience for their rapt attention and participation. With this, I formally conclude the morning session of Alankar. Do join us in the evening at 6 p.m. for yet another captivating speech by Mr. Subrata Roy, Managing Worker and Chairman of the Sahara Group of Companies. I request the audience to remain seated while the guests are escorted out. Thank you.
Just 1 minute. I forgot to tell you, in my whole study, it is the women of India who have built the economy of India. This has been my study, and I spoke in the year 2005 in Sunny Valley in America, which is available on YouTube. Indian economy has a feminine character. I would like all of you to listen to that speech. Then you have no other work to do. Thank you very much.